Y'all, I had to return back earlier than I normally would because as soon as I saw this break on TikTok, I was like, I gotta hop on here. I gotta hop on here and get my 2 cents. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe. Hopefully, it's not too echoey in here. Hopefully, the sound isn't an issue. If it is an issue, I'll have to put some headphones in and we'll have to rectify that because normally I don't film here. So let me know if that is an issue. Don't forget to check out the link tree, the Patreon, all the stuff that's in there. Womanizer, Glow Melanin, all that stuff will be in the description here on YouTube. Just click on the link tree and that'll link you to all the websites and the coupon codes. I promise I'm going to hop back on the Patreon because I finally know what I want to talk about. I've been so neglectful of the Patreon. I didn't know what I wanted to talk about. And I always feel bad asking y'all what you guys want me to talk about because I kind of feel like y'all really don't care what I talk about. So I promise I'm gonna be posting on the Patreon, okay? And thank y'all. We got the face beat. Don't mind, not too much on my forehead, okay? Not too much on my forehead. I'm in a cold climate, and so my face is a little bit dried out. But anyway, so I'll let y'all know what I'm using for makeup. Oh my God, thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate you. Appreciate you. So we got to talk about this. Okay, we got to talk about this. We got another black man down. We got another black man down. Oh my God. $6 million annually gone down the drain, all because you couldn't keep it in your pants. Comical. I mean, like honestly, like I can't even keep a straight face. Like I can't even keep a straight face because it's just like, how stupid could you be? How stupid could you possibly be? Also, this is a decoy ring. Okay. This is a decoy ring. So don't be messaging me or saying, you got married, queen. It's a decoy ring. It looks legit though, right? This looks like a provider man. It looks like I'm getting provided for real, for real. But I'm the rich man actually. So I just want to make that clear. So um anyway, I think it's just the funniest thing because it's like, okay, so the first thing that I started thinking of, have y'all seen the movie Pootie Tang and then Undercover Brother? See, the thing about it is that the media always perpetuates this stuff because the media already knows what's going to happen. And then when it actually happens in real life, it's even funnier. So Pootie Tang in Undercover Brother, they had the same theme. They had the same thing in the movie. And essentially, it was a rising black man. And when they want to take the black man down, they send his kryptonite. And his kryptonite is always a white woman. So that was like the first thing that I thought of when I saw this whole thing with Michigan, because that's literally all it takes. That's all it takes. You get the most successful black man and you want to take him down, all you got to do is send him a white woman, and he's going to be like, fuck it all. I'm going to throw it all away. I'm going to throw it all away. And then before you know it, they don't have anything. Before you know it, they don't have anything. That's all the kryptonite that most of them need. All they need is a white woman, and no matter how many millions of dollars they got, they don't care about those millions of dollars, okay? As long as they're in some vanilla punani, everything's good. They're happy and they're going on about their day. And also his wife is white as well. So I mean that's another thing, but like we can't have this conversation without bringing up race because it's becoming more and more common. It's becoming more and more and more common. And I know I have a lot of white women that watch my content. I do. I have a lot of white women that are watching my content. And let me start from the beginning. Okay. Let me start from the beginning. So if you aren't familiar with what's happening, because I put the man in the thumbnail. Okay. So the man in the thumbnail, his name is Sharon. I'm assuming you pronounce it Sharon or Sharon, whatever. I'm gonna call him Mr. Moore. So Mr. Moore is the coach of Michigan, University of Michigan. I think he's been a coach for 2 years on there. He gets a $6 million salary. Okay. He has a wife and he has 3 daughters. He had an affair with his executive assistant. Now, I got my news from TikTok. I looked on all of the articles, but because this is a pending investigation, obviously they're not going to go into the details of anything that's outside of what was recorded to the authorities, okay? So everything I'm saying is alleged, okay? Now, I went on Instagram and I went on TikTok, okay? The stories are a little bit different. So, I like the TikTok story better. So I'm going to tell y'all what the TikTok streets told me. So according to the TikTok streets, he had an affair with an executive assistant. He gave his executive assistant a 55% raise. She started off making $58,000 when she started working in that position. Once their affair started, she started making $90,000 annually. So he gave her a 55% raise. Once again, I'm telling y'all all the time, the side chicks be winning. The side chicks be winning. You'll have a wife with her hands out. You'll have a wife with her hands out begging for a penny, begging for a penny. I'm telling you, whenever a man is in your face and he's not giving you money, it's because he's giving it to somebody else. It's because he's giving it to somebody else. I promise you. I freaking promise you. The money is going to another woman. They never have their hands closed completely. Never. The money's always going to go to another woman. So he gave his executive assistants a 55% raise, 58K to 90K. Allegedly, the woman got pregnant. Now, this is where there's a hole in the story. Okay. This is where there's a hole in the story. He was arrested because he came to his mistress's house, and I quote, because I got the article here, I quote, "I'm going to unalive myself. I'm going to make you watch. My blood is on your hands. You ruined my life." So he broke into, he had forced entry into his mistress's place, and that's what he said to her. That's what he said to her. So something obviously happened. Something obviously happened in between the time of him breaking and entering into her home. So something happened before that. That's the piece of the puzzle that we don't have. So after he broke into her home and threatened to unalive himself, she ended up calling the authorities and she gave over all the text messages to the authorities. Now, this is what you can find on all of the articles online. So this isn't alleged. This is all what you're going to find on the article online. Aside from the 55%, that's what the 55% raise, that's what I got from TikTok. Now, this is the interesting part. So remember I told you allegedly the girl was pregnant. The reason how they discovered that the girl was pregnant is because I guess the coach ordered a plan B and he got the plan B delivered to University of Michigan. So he had the plan B delivered to University of Michigan. Allegedly, the DoorDash deliverer reported it to University of Michigan that he had a plan B delivered, and that's allegedly the hole in the story as to why he pulled up on this girl and pretty much said, "I'm going to unalive myself." So one of two things happened. Either number one, she didn't want to terminate the pregnancy. Like maybe she didn't want to take the plan B, and he might have threatened her that way because she didn't want to take the plan B. Or maybe she was going to threaten by telling his wife, and so then he used that against her by saying, "Oh, well, if you tell her, I'm gonna unalive myself." But something happened. Something happened for him to get triggered. Not victim blaming. I'm not victim blaming, but he had to react to something, okay? Because that's a crazy ass reaction to break into someone's home and threaten to unalive yourself. He had to react to something that was going to fuck up things for him, is essentially what I'm saying. So he had to be reacting to something that was going to be very, very bad for him. So Yeah, so that's the story on that. So then essentially after she ended up calling the police, they turned everything over, they arrested him. He posted bond for $25,000, I believe. Yeah, he posted bond for $25,000. And he pretty much had a video conference and they had a prosecutor, and he pretty much admitted that he had an intimate relationship with his executive existent or assistant. um Yeah, and they say that Michigan will not have to pay more than nearly 12.3 million remaining on his deal because he was fired for a cause. So this man missed out on an additional 12.3 million dollars because he couldn't keep his dick in his pants. 12 point Vagina was worth $12.3 million dollars, and then we have to add the 55% raise that he gave to that woman on top of the $12.3 million dollars. It's so hard to take these men seriously. It's so hard to take them seriously when they make dumb decisions like this. It's so hard to take them seriously because it's like, where is the logic? This is the thing that is just so funny to me. Supposedly, these are the logical creatures, these are the logical species. Where is your logic? Oh, I'll tell you where your logic is. I'll tell you where these men's logic is. It's being invincible. That's where their logic lies. Their logic lies in the fact that I'm invincible. No one could touch me. I'm a college football coach. I'm over here making millions of dollars. Oh, and not to mention, he's the first black football coach at University of Michigan. Yes, the first football black coach. What a way to represent your race and your gender. What a way to represent your race and your gender as the first black male football coach, and you got fired for cheating with your executive assistant when you're a married man with 3 daughters. What a way to be remembered as a black man. I mean, bravo. Standing ovation. Amazing. Amazing. And supposedly I don't watch football, I don't watch sports. Y'all already know that I'm very much anti-sports, so I could never answer any stat question. But from some research that I found, I guess University of Michigan was already kind of like under his leadership, they was already kind of like up and down or whatever. And so my thing about it is that like you didn't even leave behind a legacy of like having a strong team. The only legacy that this man is now ever going to have attached to his name is like no one's going to remember that this was the first black football coach at University of Michigan. No one's going to remember that. Everyone's going to remember the fact that you're the first black football coach and you fucking cheated on your wife. No one's going to even remember that you were the first. Everyone's going to now refer to him as, "Oh yeah, you mean that football coach that cheated on his wife?" Like Like at least Shannon Sharp waited until he was old and he actually had like a legacy. Like at least Shannon Sharp made sure he had a podcast, he had a legacy with football, he was on a show for ESPN. At least Shannon Sharp made sure he had some stuff from up underneath his belt before he started going out there doing whatever the hell it was that he was doing. This guy is 39 years old. This guy is 39 years old. That's going to be incredibly hard to recover from. This is going to be very hard to recover from, because the thing about it is that being a football coach, it ain't like being a football coach you could just like move over and like become a football coach for another team. Like these football coaches are making a lot of money, and when teams are winning under a football coach, they want to keep that football coach, and these administrations are going to keep paying and paying and paying because a winning team is what makes these organizations money. So you just can't go and find another football team to coach. His best bet, he gonna be coaching a high school. He gonna be coaching a high school varsity team. That's what his next plan of action is going to have to be in order for him to have an income. But as far as him doing anything on a high collegiate level, a Big Ten school or anything like that, it's over. It's over for him. He's going to have to start completely over. completely over, all because he felt invincible and he just decided, you want to know what? I don't have regard for anybody else because I'm untouchable. Nobody's going to be able, no one's going to be able to find out. No one's going to be able to do anything. And this is the thing. This is the thing that you always have to remember. Everything is good. See, everything is good. You're going to reap all the benefits dealing with these men. You are going to reap all the benefits dealing with these men as long as everything is going good. The second that something goes bad, the second that something doesn't go in their favor, that's when the switch is going to happen. And you're not going to see it coming until something happens, until something changes, until you decide to do something different. That's what made that man snap. And to be quite honest, you want to know what my hunch is? If that DoorDash thing is true, because they're saying that the girl went to the authorities. My thing is this: if that girl had never went, because on TikTok they're saying that the girl allegedly never went to the authorities. The DoorDasher exposed him. But my thing is this: when a man has that much on the line, he could have been a family annihilator. If you go type in Sharon Moore, Sherrone. As a matter of fact, I'll do it for you. Look at how crazy this man looks in his mugshot. Hold on, I'm gonna pull it up. He would have been a family annihilator, 1,000%. He would have been a family annihilator because he would have looked at everything that he would have had on the line, and he would have been like, you like, look at that. Hold on. How come it didn't make it bigger? Hold on, let me stop sharing and then let me go back. Share screen. Is it this one? Okay, it's this one. Look at this. Look at that. He would have annihilated. He would have that I have sound. I don't know. Oh no, here we go. Okay, hold on. Hold on. It's back. Okay, yeah, it's back. It probably was because I had his picture up and I added him without me being there. So that's probably what happened. So that's how that guy looks. He would have been a family annihilator. I'm sorry. I just can't see it any other way. He would have annihilated his family because he wouldn't want to miss out on his money. And yeah, the side chick was white. So let's pull up how his family looks. Let me paint the picture for y'all. So this is how his family looks. He's got a beautiful family. Very beautiful family, very picturesque family. Okay, now here we go. So let me get rid of this. Hold on. I gotta make it. Okay, there we go. Make it even bigger. Yeah. So that's the family. I see 2 of the daughters there, but it says he's got 3 daughters. Beautiful family. Honestly, beautiful family. Very, very beautiful family. Everyone's there smiling. The daughters are cute. Very, very beautiful family. But at the end of the day, oh God, they're trying to give me pop-ups. Men don't value this. They don't value this. They don't value this. This is, and then let's go to the mistress. Let me show y'all how the mistress looks. Oh, this is good. They got the wife and the mistress together. So they got a picture of the wife and the mistress. They got a nice little split screen so that way y'all can compare them. Okay. So there we go. So there's the wife and then there's the mistress. What do I tell y'all? What do I tell y'all about? What do I be telling y'all about these men? I literally just made a video on TikTok talking about usually the shelf life for a woman is like 40 years old if you've been with a man and he can't and he if he didn't start young and he wasn't able to pull women while he was young and he hasn't lived a life with him being able to pull a whole lot of women. Once they're with a woman and they've been with her for like a decent amount of time and they reach 40 can be like a very pivotal turning point for men financially. And so at that age, once a woman turns 40, they will want to trade the wife in for someone that's younger. And this is what this man was trying to do. This is how this man was trying to do. He was trying to trade in his she's got to be in her 40s because he's 39. They look like they're around the same age. He was going to try to trade in his wife for this young one over here. So, I mean, yeah, he looks, and if I'm being completely honest, he looks like a crazy man. He looks like a crazy man even in his pictures. His eyebrows are even arched and tapered. He gets his eyebrows done, and that beard is just terrible. That beard is just terrible. Yeah, they said the side piece is 32. They said the side piece is 32. So she's younger. She's younger. And of course, for her to be an executive assistant, it makes sense that she's that age. Yeah, but his eyebrows are done. His eyebrows are done. He looks like he gets them threaded and they look filled in. His eyebrows look better than his wife's eyebrows. Honestly, his eyebrows look better than his wife's, if I'm being completely honest. But yeah, like he tale as old as time. For real, like, no, but for real, tale as old as time because it's just the same thing over and over and over with these men. And so, like, honestly, if I'm being completely honest, I'm just happy that a black woman wasn't involved in this. Good job, black women. Keep being out of the scope of all of this drama. Keep getting your rest. Keep Oh, you want to know? Let me see if I can find it. Let me see if I can find it. Hold on. I got to find this TikTok video. I gotta find this TikTok video. Y'all know that I don't do like reactions and stuff like that. Things. Hold on. Y'all know I don't do reactions to things, but let me find this video because it goes along with this. I know controversial Shannon had he stitched it. Okay, hold on. Let me go to her. Dang, she took the video down. Okay, we're gonna have to do it with the stitch with controversial Shannon. Shelf life for women is 34, not 40. I can't wait until the Andromeda galaxy slams into the Milky Way, girl. I'm telling you. Okay, let's go to this video. I don't want his face in there because he's gonna stitch it. Okay, here we go. Sorry, y'all. I'm trying to get my life together over here. Share screen. Okay. Let me turn the volume up some so y'all can hear. And let me make it bigger. Okay.
You all know that phrase, once you go black, you never go back?
Because you can't.
Oh, I didn't know he was gonna stitch himself in it while she's talking. Gross.
Black, you never actually go back to them. Okay, that's what that.
It's always funny.
Okay, we're gonna off by accident. I kicked myself off. My bad. Okay, let me do this again. Okay, share screen. We're gonna have to do it with controversial Shannon Stitch or with his thing. Here we go.
So do y'all know that phrase, once you go black, you never go back? Yeah. That actually means once you go black, you never actually go back to them. Okay, that's what that means, because I've been with nothing but black men my entire life, and I can honestly say, worst decision ever. Okay, if I could go back in time, I would. And that's something I would definitely change, is being with a black man. Okay, my dad used to always tell me, you need to be with a white man, you need to have white kids, blah, blah, blah. And I would always be like, no, because I liked black men, but I should have listened. So if you are a white girl and you're considering being with a black man, I would honestly think long and hard about that one.
I ain't gonna lie.
So, myself. Okay, now my voice is back. So, yeah, came straight from the horse's mouth. Came straight from the horse's mouth. Listen, to any of my non-melanated women. Okay, listen, I am someone that is attracted to black men. Okay, sexually, I am attracted to black men. Okay, my preference physically. My preference physically is a black man. Okay. Here is the thing. You typically have fun. You typically have fun with them. Like me, I typically have fun with them. I mean, I don't want to get married or have children regardless. Someone asked if I had children. No, I am child free. I don't have children. I don't want children. Will not be having children. But you have fun with them. Okay. You have fun with them. And you keep yourself protected while you're having fun with them, okay? Because that's important. You have fun with them and you keep yourself protected while you're having fun with them. Do not sit here and think that you're going to get Chad treatment from Daryl, okay? Just because you're attracted to Daryl, okay? It's not the same, okay? The socialization of the men are different. The culture amongst the men are different. And I went out to dinner with my mom earlier and I said, you want to know what all these black men are doing? They're just thinning out the bloodline at this point. They're just thinning out the bloodline. In 50, probably in about a good 100 years, it ain't going to be no black people anymore. It's not going to be any black people anymore because these white women keep falling for the okie doke, letting these black men impregnate them, and then they're getting baby mamaed just like the black women. People don't change, okay? No person is that special where a person's going to just change for you, okay? Quit believing that shit. Even outside of race, quit thinking that you're this special woman and a man all of a sudden wants to change for you. If a man cannot change for himself, there is nothing so special about you that is going to make him want to change. It's just not going to. So you either got to accept the person that is in front of you and you accept them in their unchanged state, or you just cut your losses and go move on to someone else, or just opt out altogether, like how I'm doing. Okay. You're not going to ever be that special. They do that, and they do that to you to make you feel special. So you give them a chance. And then guess what? Before you know it, you're going to be baby mamaed. You're going to be baby mamaed. You're going to be a long-term girlfriend for forever. And you're going to look around and you're going to be like, you're going to look around and be like, oh, and you're going to be upset because in your brain, you're thinking, oh, well, I'm not black. Like I'm white. Like I'm supposed to be getting better treatment. You're not going to get better treatment. Okay. It's just a talking point that men use in order for you to give them a chance. Like men typically like to use a lot of divide and conquer. Divide and conquer is a very strong tactic with men. So if they divide everyone up by races and they create a hierarchy of women based off of race, you will want to deal with them more if you fall higher in their hierarchy, but they're going to treat you the same way. They want to just have the ability to say, oh, I knocked up a white woman. Because like they're bragging about this stuff. Okay. They're bragging about this stuff. They're literally going back to their homeboys and being like, oh, yeah, she's so stupid. Like she actually thinks that I want to take her seriously. Da, da, da. I've literally seen it. Like I've literally seen it time and time again. Whenever a white woman tells me that she's fallen head over heels for a black man, I say a prayer. I say a prayer. I'm like, Lord Jesus, please protect her heart. Please protect her mind. Please give her discernment and give her the strength to get through any turmoil this black man is about to put her through. Amen. Hallelujah. Thank you, Jesus. Please protect this woman because a lot of women, they don't know, right? A lot of these women don't know, and so a lot of women are like, oh, I could change him. He's gonna go on ahead and act different with me. And it's like, girl, you think you're that special that we're gonna Thanos snap you into a man's life and all of a sudden he's gonna be a different person? Like, no. Mm-mm. Like, no. I'm being sarcastic, okay? I'm not really praying. It's sarcasm. If you've been here on the channel enough, you'll know I'm not being serious. Okay. I'm not even religious. Okay. I'm not even religious. I don't even pray. Okay. So you're probably new here, but yeah, I don't actually pray. I'm not doing that. Sorry. One time, a black at my prom asked if I was black. My makeup did make me look a little black Indian from India. And the thing about it is that they do have a preference. They have a preference in who is available for them to manipulate, and that's what their preference is. Like, I'm sorry. Like, I've seen it. The thing about it is that I've heard it come from the horse's mouth from like plenty of black men. They like white women more. It has nothing to do with their beauty, and it has everything to do with the fact that they tend to think that white women are dumb because white women under patriarchy, like white women have to adhere to patriarchy more because they're still able to get benefits because under the hierarchy they're under white men. So women, white women especially, they do have benefits to gain by playing a part of patriarchy, by being very like submissive and forgiving and things like that. And so what I like to say is that I like to say patriarchy trains white women for black men. Patriarchy trains white women for men, period. Honestly, patriarchy trains white women. Patriarchy does not train black women because we're at the bottom of the hierarchy. There is no benefit that we're really going to be able to gain by submitting to anybody. How are you going to benefit from submitting to anybody when you're already at the bottom of the totem pole? So whenever people say like, oh, well, black women are the least marriage, for what? Why do we need to get married when there's no benefit for us? There's literally not a benefit for us because we're already at the bottom of the totem pole. And when it comes to like the race and the gender hierarchy, so it's like, what difference is it going to make? And so a lot of these men, a lot of these black men, they look at it as like, oh, well, the patriarchy's already primed these women to be submissive. So let's just go for them because like men are always going to want to go to whatever easy, right? When they say that they want peace, peace just means that they want to be able to have the freedom to do whatever the fuck it is that they want without having to be held accountable. That's what it means when they have peace. A black woman's going to hold you accountable. Point blank, period. Okay. Point blank, period. I don't give a fuck what insults these men hurl at black women. They could call us neck bobbing and doing all this stuff and weave wearing. And I don't care what they say about us. At the end of the day, it's always going to be strict over here because black women have a lot more dignity. I'm sorry, we do. We have a lot more dignity and a lot more pride when it comes to people disrespecting us. And the unfortunate thing about it is that more of these stories with this University of Michigan coach, more of this stuff is going to keep happening over and over and over and over and over. And like I said before, before you know it, the black bloodline is going to be all thinned out because a lot of these women, a lot of these white women, they want to compete with black women when it comes to, baby, you're competing You're competing for last place. I'm sorry. And this is coming from a woman that's attracted to black men. This is coming from a woman who has pretty much only been dating black men since 2019. Okay? So I can say this. Any woman that ever try to compete with me over a black man, I'm like, dude, you're not complaining for you're not competing for anything that I would deem as being valuable. I will hand deliver these men to you. I will hand deliver these men to you and put them on a platter for you, and you can have them all. And unfortunately, for a lot of women, they're going to have to be a victim of what this young woman was and what this wife is. Hopefully, she leaves him. Hopefully, they have a prenup. Hopefully, she's got her affairs in order financially for her to walk away from this marriage. But yeah, this is what you're signing up for. This is what you're signing up for when you're dealing with this. And like I said before, that man would have been a family annihilator if either if whoever it was, the DoorDash driver or the mistress, if someone wouldn't have came forward on what happened, he would have been a family annihilator. He would have annihilated his whole family because something he reacted to something to want to go break into her home. Something happened. Except if you are the Nigerian black woman from the Danish Deception, girl. And the thing about it is this. The thing about it is this. Even on the opposite end, this is the reason why the pedestalization. Someone asked about the thumbnail pic. Start from the beginning of the video. Start from the beginning of the video. The pedestalization that you have for people based off of their race, I'm telling you, don't do it. Don't do it. Pedestalizing people. I mean, pedestalizing anyone in general is dangerous. It's already a very dangerous game that you're playing when you're deciding to do that. But especially during race, you have to think stereotypes exist for a reason because stereotypes are true. But the thing about it is that a person can fake a stereotype. A person could fake a stereotype. So it's just like at the end of the day, you perpetuating this ideology where you're like, oh, yeah, I'm putting so and so on a pedestal because it's a white man and I want a hard wig, soft life. Listen, I done dated all of them. I done been with all of the races. Like somebody said, it's a man at the end of the day. I think he got fired, then went to her house. Maybe the DoorDash is why he got fired. That's what they said on TikTok. That's what the TikTok street said. Because like I said before, that's all alleged. Every article that I looked up, they kind of have that as like an alleged thing. But allegedly, the reason why he got exposed was because of the DoorDasher exposing him. But my thing about it is that what was the requirement? What was the requirement of what it was that she needed to do for him to threaten his life? Because I mean, if the DoorDasher already said like, hey, this guy ordered a plan B and you're fired. I mean, what's you threatening to unalive yourself going to do? It's already out in the open. So my thing about it is that it has to be something else. It has to be something else that happened for him to want to. It had to be something else that made him get to that point. Something must have been threatened. Something must have been threatened to get exposed. Only dealing with men as a business, of course, out of the yes, exactly. Thanks for I mean, he ordered a plan B, so the assumption to be made was that the mistress was pregnant, which in most cases, these men are so sloppy. These men are so sloppy, they get mistresses pregnant all the time. These men get the mistress pregnant all the time. So clearly she was pregnant. Clearly she was pregnant. And thanks to everyone complimenting me on my makeup. I appreciate y'all. I appreciate y'all. And unfortunately, I can't even tag any of this makeup because they allowed me to do YouTube shopping where like I can tag the products that I use, but they don't have MAC Cosmetics as one of them, and literally pretty much everything that I have on is by MAC Cosmetics aside from my base. But everything else is pretty much from MAC. Well, my lips, that's all from MAC. Um, During the investigation, at first they both denied there was anything going on. Then she changed her story. Yeah, like I said, I've heard so many different like versions of what happened. She told, the DoorDash driver told, she changed her story. It's so many different versions of this damn story that I told. All I know Listen, all I know is that some dumbass man decided to throw away $12.3 million so that way he could go cheat on his white wife with a white woman. That's all I know. Just stupid. Just stupid. Like, I'm sorry. It is so hard for me to take men seriously when they do dumb shit like this. It is so hard for me to um look at men with respect and look at men with like this noble amount of like respect that they constantly demand when they do shit like this. And even when I got on the internet and I saw comments, so you already know the men weren't taking any accountability. So per usual, you already stereotypes do have truth to them. Okay, that's why they're stereotypes. Of course, you can't apply a stereotype to every person, but I'm sorry, there tends to be a decent amount of truth in stereotypes. I personally don't think that stereotypes are a bad thing. I really, really don't. For instance, don't certain neighborhoods have a stereotype? Don't certain neighborhoods that you know about have a stereotype? Like, I'm from Gary, Indiana. Gary, Indiana has a stereotype for being a very dangerous place. And guess what? Statistically, it was a very dangerous place. It actually was the murder capital in 1993. You would need to know that stereotype in order to protect yourself, because if you don't believe in stereotypes, that means you're going to go to Gary, Indiana, and you're going to have a Rolex on. You're going to be driving the nicest car that you know. And then guess what? You're going to get fucking robbed. So, to some degree, stereotypes are true. Stereotypes are based off of judgment, and you're allowed to judge people. Judging is a very human thing, and judging is required for your safety. So let's not live in la la land and be in our emotions and be in our feelings because we don't want to deal with the emotions of being stereotyped. Oh, whoop de doo. Whoop de doo. So a lot of these men aren't taking accountability, and of course, especially with black women, with black men, I mean, with black men, what is the first thing that they're saying? They're trying to take the black man down. They're trying to take the black man down. They claim that Okay, so another thing that I heard. So they claim that the University of Michigan already knew about the affair. This is another rumor that's going around that's alleged. Allegedly, University of Michigan, they already knew about the affair, and they're seeing the way that the University of Michigan is performing. And so this is an elaborate scheme that they've all created in order to be able to fire him. And so University of Michigan never cared about the affair, and they're just using this as a smear campaign to be able to fire them. Okay, even though I don't watch sports, they fire coaches all the fucking time. You don't need an excuse to fire a football coach. You don't. You don't need an excuse to fire a football coach. When they want to get rid of you and when they're ready to get rid of you, they're going to fucking get rid of you. And I don't even think they need cause in order to do it. So, no, they didn't need an elaborate scheme. They didn't need an elaborate scheme to get this man out, because at the end of the day, this man chose to go to his mistress's house, and he chose to break in. He chose to break and enter into his mistress's house and threaten to take his life and make her feel bad about whatever it is that she did or threatened to do. Because obviously he was going to get exposed, or obviously this was after he ended up getting exposed, and she was probably going to assist more and give information. He's the one that did the breaking and entering. So at the end of the day, no, this isn't an elaborate scheme. Like, no, this man decided to have an affair with his executive assistant, pay her more money during the affair, and then get fired in the process. Like, no, like, let's hold these men accountable. And the thing about it is this is what frustrates me the most. This is what frustrates me the most. The goalpost is always moving with these men, always moving with these men. They'll sit here They'll sit here and they'll be like, black women this, black women that. I can't stand black women. I can't stand black women. And so then they're like, okay, I'm going to go deal with white women. Great. Amazing. I love that for you. Go do your thing. Please go do your thing. Then when black men are then a victim by the now disadvantage that they're at in the hierarchy, all of a sudden the white man's trying to take us down, and the white man doesn't want to, the white man's trying to take us down, and okay, see, you were dating a white woman, so while you were dating a white woman, why weren't you getting cool with the white man so the white man wouldn't take you down? What's going on? What's going on? Why you got to come back over here and ask us for help and come to us for camaraderie and solidarity and help? You should have been shaking hands with the uncle and the father and the brother and all of them when you were dealing with them on that side. So I don't have anything for you. I can't help you. I can't help you because they love to move the goalpost. They love to move the goalpost. As soon as they have it, as soon as something happens where they get a disadvantage from the decision it is that they end up having to make. And it's like, no, you're going to have to deal with the good. You're going to have to deal with the good and the bad of the decisions it is that you're making. So it's just kind of like, what? If so, they're making it easy to take them down. Exactly. I mean, he left it wide open. He left it wide open to be taken down. Like, and that's another thing that I'm sick of, like, men perpetuating. This is one thing that I'm sick of perpetuating. A lot of men go out here and try to make it seem as if people are on a witch hunt for men to take men down. People are on a witch hunt to constantly seek out men's money and their power and take everything from them. Of course, there are people that do that. There are plenty of people that do that, that will want to set you up and backdoor you and stuff like that. Of course, that stuff happens. More often than not, no one's setting you up. You just were sloppy and you got caught. That's what most of these things are referencing. No one set you up. You were sloppy. You were doing something that you were not supposed to do, and your ass got caught. And now you're mad that you got caught, and you want to blame it on somebody else because you got caught. That's 90% of the time, that's what the drama really is. Getting caught. And they get upset over the fact that they got caught. And so they have to go place the blame on somebody else. So I never believe the whole, oh, this was a scheme and this was a setup and they're trying to take us down and yada, yada, yada. Ain't nobody caring about y'all that much. Trust me, it's way more powerful people out there that they would want to take out than some funky ass football coach coaching for University of Michigan. I'm sorry. Even when these men are like, these women want to make allegations and they want to make R-word allegations and they want to, sir, no one is trying to make a funky allegation when your annual salary is fucking $50,000 a year. Nobody's trying to take you down for your call center job that you have. Okay, no one's trying to put an allegation on you when you don't even have two fucking pennies to rub together. What are we talking about? What are we complaining about? What are you going on about saying this? No one is trying to take you down. They love to try to make it seem as if, oh, I'm the victim and they don't want to see me succeed and they don't want to see me be prosperous. Dude, no one knows you enough to care. You ain't even on the CIA or FBI's radar. So what makes you think you're about to be on any woman's radar or person's radar to want to take you down? Like, come on. Come on. I mean, it's foolery. It's complete foolery. And honestly, it's completely comical. The same thing with gold digging. These women are gold diggers. You have to have gold to dig. You can't be an average man talking about someone as a gold digger. There is no gold there to dig. You're an average man just like everybody else. No one's trying to come for you for your fucking $1,000 biweekly check. Okay, nobody cares. Jesus. I can totally imagine the dopamine high from being associated with the winning team, also being around beautiful young people at the beginning of their lives. The guy got caught up in the glamour and power of his situation. Yeah, and that's the reason why. It's like I said earlier in the live stream when I talked about Undercover Brother and when I talked about Pootie Tang, how in those movies they use the white woman to be their kryptonite. The reason being is because a very easy way to take black men down is to give them something that they've never had. That's a very, very easy way to take black men down. All you have to do is give them something that they never had. And then what happens is that because they never had it before, like you said, they get a dopamine dose and they really, really engage in it. And they become very, very frivolous and they become very sloppy with what it is that they're doing because they never had it before. And so that's a very, very easy way for these men to just end up losing it all. Okay? Like it's very, very easy. It's a strategy to take any man down, in my opinion. Yeah, and the thing about it is this, it's no shortage of beautiful women out there, regardless of what race it is. So the thing about it is that once again, this is why you constantly have women that are trying to control every little thing when it comes to men. Y'all want to check their social media. Y'all want to check who's texting them. Y'all want to check who's calling them. Y'all want to check who's at work with him. Y'all want to check what's going on with his family members. Women want to constantly have all these constraints on these men because it's always a beautiful woman out there. It's always a younger woman out there. At the end of the day, it's no way that you can control a man's environment because he's going to find a way. He's going to find a way. So if he truly wants to engage with somebody, he's going to engage with somebody. And you over here losing sleep, hair thinning, skin breaking out, cortisol high, scale going up, because you're over here trying to sit here and control every situation in regards to who this man is going to come into contact with. He's going to come into contact someone prettier than you, younger than you. That's what's going to happen. And come on, a collegiate football team, there literally was just, and this is what's crazy about me. This is what's crazy about it. I have to bring up race again. Because I don't remember how old this was, but it's so crazy to me that this is getting so much attention when there was a black girl that ran track. There was a black girl that ran track at a university. I cannot remember her name and I don't remember the university. Her male track coach had essayed her. It had essayed her repeatedly. That was not getting a buzz like this. That was not getting any type of buzz like this at all. As a matter of fact, I literally think that they were trying to silence her. Let me look it up. It was a black girl and her coach was black. And she had ran track. And she had said that the coach had assaulted her and they didn't do anything for her. They didn't do anything for her. So it's just so crazy to me that this is just getting so much attention, not reducing the severity of the situation. I mean, obviously he did threaten to unalive himself and he broke into someone's home. But once again, another thing too, men in power are going to abuse it. Point blank, period. Most men that are in power, they're going to abuse it in some way, shape, or form. Point blank, period. Point blank, because a lot of them feel invincible. When you're in a powerful position and you have people praising you, you have people worshiping you, you have people constantly congratulating you. For a lot of people, it's going to give them a God complex and it's going to make them feel like they're invincible and it's going to make them feel as though they're untouchable, they're infallible, and that they could just get away and just do whatever it is that they want to do. Okay. So then that's how these situations end up happening. Like I don't know. Mm-mm. I just all this shows is that they don't care about family, legacy, or any money. The only thing they really care about is kitty cat. Yes, this is why these men, like for instance, right? If I made a video and like my cleavage was out, right? Sometimes you get comments from these men and they're like, she's gonna sit here and say that men have no value, but she's showing the only thing that's valuable. Into that, I always say, because men are always trying to make women feel bad because if a man only sees you as like a sexual conquest and you don't have any value, but at the very same time, they're not going to get married to someone that doesn't want to sleep with them. As a matter of fact, these men be wanting to sleep with you right away. So you're going to sit here and say that a woman is a 304 and a slut and a whore because she's exposing herself, which would then deem to you that she would be available sexually. But then yet the woman that you would want to marry is someone that you would want to be with sexually. Please make that make sense. Please make that make sense. So you mean to tell me that a man wants to get married to a woman that he doesn't want to sleep with? You mean to tell me that a man's going to get married to a woman that he is not going to sleep with? But yeah, one of the number one complaints that men have when they're married to someone is the lack of sex that they're getting. They're constantly complaining about a dead bedroom. There's literally a whole subreddit. There's literally a whole subreddit about it, talking about dead bedrooms. A ton of men complaining about their wife isn't sleeping with them anymore because that's all they care about. And they have a lot of shame wrapped around the fact that all they care about is punani because that's legit all they care about. That's all they care about. Everything else is just an extra. It's just an extra thing. The cooking, the cleaning, the domestic labor. Which one do you think men would be willing to go without? You sleeping with them or you not cooking, cleaning, and doing domestic labor? Take it from me. Take it from me. Okay. If you were to say, hey, you want to go without sleeping with me forever, or do you want to go without cooking, cleaning, and having the domestic labor done? They're gonna be like, you want to know what? No, I want to be able to still have access to you schmexually. We'll figure out how to get everything else done. So it's like, come on. It's like, come on. They're full of crap. They're full of crap. She said that men getting turned out too in the industry, not just women. For real. They never tell why their wife no longer wants to sleep with him. Of course not. It's like, sir, you smell like an old person. You got these nose hairs growing out this far. You're over here farting in the bedroom constantly. And you're over here yelling at her and wanting her to cook and clean and be a slave for you. And you think at the end of the day, she wants to open up her legs for you. Oh, Lord. Oh, God. Please. Be so for real. Girl, be celibate again. Be celibate again. It's worth it. It's worth it. I'm never breaking mine again. I'm never breaking mine again. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. I've been celibate since March. I'm not breaking it. Mm-mm. The amount of peace that I have being celibate is just unmatched. Unmatched. I ain't got to worry about no pregnancy scare. I ain't got to worry about a man stealthing me. I ain't got to worry about a man throwing off my pH. I don't got to worry about my man or a man giving me something. Like the level of peace that you have, because it was getting to the point where it's like I couldn't even relax. Like I couldn't even relax when I was sleeping with the last guy that I was sleeping with, because I'm just like, Lord knows what Lord knows. Like we're over here using protection and he could stealth me. Like it's just the level of trust with a lot of them, it just went down. It just went down. And depending on what state you live in, like, did y'all hear about the doctor? Y'all, let me see if I can find it. Yeah, okay, here it is. It came. Did y'all hear about this? Did y'all hear about this, y'all? Speaking of abortion, it says Ohio surgeon accused of forcing abortion pills on sleeping girlfriend. An Ohio surgeon has been indicted for allegedly crushing abortion pills and placing them in his pregnant girlfriend's mouth as she slept, resulting in the suspension of his medical license ahead of hearing. Hassan James Abbas, a 32-year-old surgical resident at the University of Toledo, allegedly administered the drug in secret. It says he has 6 felony charges: abduction, tampering with evidence, unlawful distribution of an abortion inducing drug, disrupting public services, identity fraud, and deception to obtain a dangerous drug. Says Hassan began a romantic relationship with the unnamed woman in 2024 after he separated from his wife. When the woman, referred to as patient one, told Abbas she was pregnant, he told her he wanted her to get an abortion. The woman did not want one. Abbas allegedly ordered the abortion drugs mifepristone and misoprostol using his estranged wife's identity without her knowledge. He later allegedly crushed the pills and attempted to force them into the woman's mouth. Patient one woke up at 4 a.m. and saw that you were awake. She fell back asleep and then awoke to you physically on top of her. She thought it was a hug, but then, holding her down, you took her fingers and forced a crushed powder inside her bottom lip beside her gums. You continued to hold patient one down. First of all, how are you a fucking surgeon and you don't even realize that? You don't even realize that you can't, that's not how an abortion pill works. First of all, you can't rub it on someone's gums and put it in their fucking bottom lip. Like, that the whole thing actually has to be swallowed. Like, Lord. That's why I said, man, when these men get desperate, they're gonna stop at nothing to have the situation go in their favor. So if you want to keep a baby and they don't want you to keep a baby by any means necessary, they're gonna do what they need to do to make sure that you don't keep that baby. I've been celibate for a year too. I sleep so good, nobody texting dumb stuff to my phone. I heard that, girl. I heard that, girl. Cause child, mm-mm, mm-mm. Yes, and then they will ignore you till they want schmecks again. Marriage is horrible. Never doing it again. Girl, they do that even when you're not married. I had to learn the hard way from this one guy that I was dealing with. And I was like, oh, so like they literally only want to talk to you when they want to sleep with you anyway. Like they don't care about what's going on in your life or anything like that. They don't care about that. They only want to contact you when they just want something beneficial to them, which is why I stopped putting any of their validation on a pedestal, because a lot of the reason why these men reach out is because they want something. They're not reaching out because they actually care or want to do something, is because they want to benefit in some way. I would never try to baby trap a man. They are too unpredictable. Girl, thank you. Thank you. And they steady be trying to make it seem as if, yeah, they be trapping us with babies. They be trapping us with babies. It's like, trust me, y'all are too dangerous for someone to want to try to trap you with a baby. Okay? Like, mm-mm. These average men be stressed over their little 1-2 biweekly check. Blue collar worker trying to hit had the nerve to ask me, why do you have this mindset a man has to blow money on you for a date? And I would have said, why do you have this mindset that a woman has to open up her legs on a date? Because I know that you're not taking me on a date because you want to just sit across and get to know me. Obviously, you have a hope and an aspiration for what the outcome is going to be from when you take me out on a date, right? You think I should be doing that for free? Risking pregnancy for free? Risking an STD for free? Like, no. Like, what? This is why women need to start complaining more. Women need to start complaining more. A lot of the reason why men don't take women's complaints seriously is because women don't complain enough, because they've shamed women into being nagging and annoying. And so women are so afraid, oh, he's going to say I'm nagging. He's going to say I'm complaining. He's going to say I'm annoying. No, if enough women say, no, I don't want to do that. I'm going to keep complaining about it. I don't want to get pregnant, and complain about pregnancy and stuff like that. They'll start taking you freaking serious when you keep complaining. That's why you got women over here on birth control. My thing is a lot of women now, if you're a woman that's on birth control and you're doing it because you have things like endometriosis, like you have a uterine diagnosis, that's different. A lot of women are taking birth control because they don't want to inconvenience a man to put on a fucking condom, and that's real talk. That's real fucking talk. Women have had to go through trials of taking fucking birth control, getting fucking blood clots, getting liver disease, getting high blood pressure from fucking birth control because you didn't want to inconvenience a man to put on a goddamn condom. No. No. I'm inconveniencing them every time. And if they don't want to be inconvenienced, well, then guess what? We just wasn't going to do something. We wasn't going to do nothing. Because guess what? I'm not going to inconvenience my body. I'm not going to inconvenience my body, pumping up my body full of shit because you don't want to fucking put on a condom. Nothing is 100% effective. But guess what? I work in OB-GYN. Them birth control pills are going to fuck up your hormones. If you do the non-hormonal one, okay, whatever. But the thing about it is that you can potentially have side effects. You can still potentially have side effects. I would not. Me personally, I would not. But that's just always been, I'm sorry, I'm not fucking up my body. I'm not doing it. Mm-mm. And I've seen so many women have a hard time conceiving after coming off of birth control. I'm not doing it. Same thing with prep, not doing it. I can't believe women are over here like, yeah, I'm gonna start taking prep. And then we'll sit here and be like, well, I'm trying to protect myself. Why do men never have to be the one inconvenienced? Why do women constantly want to sign up to be inconvenienced? Why? Why do women want to constantly sign up to be inconvenienced? You want to pump your body up with hormones, then you want to pump your body up with more shit. That's insane to me. That's insane to me. You're gonna sit here and take accountability for the gender of species that if they get pregnant, they're gonna be out for 9 months. But the gender that can impregnate anybody, you mean to tell me that they're the people that aren't gonna have birth control? And guess what? They literally had a trial for men to do birth control. They completely canceled men having birth control because guess what? They started fucking complaining. They were like, nope, this shit's too hard. This shit's too difficult. I don't want to do this birth control shit. And guess what? They stopped the trials because they complained. They complained. I don't know why women want to sit here and prove how tough they are to somebody. No, nope. You're going to get inconvenienced before I inconvenience myself. I'm not going to put that stuff in my body because you don't want to inconvenience yourself. Point blank, period. Point blank, period. But the men, I'm so serious. They said that there's going to be no birth control because they said it was too many side effects. They didn't like how it was making them feel. And so they canceled the trials altogether. That's why men get their way. Men get their way because they constantly complain. They don't sign up for struggle. They don't sign up to try to prove how tough they are. They really don't. Men are like, I don't want to do that. So I'm not going to do it. Women are the only people that are like, well, I really don't want to get pregnant, but he wants us to have another baby. So I guess I'll have another baby. Please. Please. Are you crazy? Absolutely not. I'm going to sit here miserable for 9 months, get no sleep, have my titties leaking, then have my titties deflated after I'm done breastfeeding because a man wanted me to have a baby that I didn't fucking want, and I got to take care of this child for 18 years. Ain't no love strong enough in the world. Ain't no love strong enough in the world. And then guess what? Even that male birth control, the men will still find something to complain about. Well, you got to take it every day. I don't want to have to take no pill every day. I mean, you got Dame Dash over here with a fucking eye patch on looking like a goddamn pirate because he refused to take his damn diabetes medication. And so now he's got a damn cataract and has no vision. He got to wear an eye patch because he refused to take the medication and said it was too much goddamn work to be taking some medication. So I don't even believe that that's going to happen. These men don't want to put a pill to mouth every goddamn day. Like when I tell you that they don't want to do anything, when I tell you they don't want to do anything. Oh, I'm super vain. I don't want to ruin my body. I'm sorry. I don't want to ruin my body. I don't want them cutting me open. I don't want stretch marks. I don't want to gain weight. Okay. I've been severely overweight once. I don't want to go back to that. I don't. I know. I was pregnant once in my life before. Mm-mm. 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 6 weeks, I was like, oh no. Okay. Oh no. I terminated before there was a heartbeat. I terminated before there was a heartbeat. Child, I was like, I used to do apple cider vinegar every morning and I started throwing up. I'm like, I can't even take my apple cider vinegar shots. Like, this is ruining the plan for me. I was like, get this baby out of me. Exterminate. I'm waiting for the baby pods, like I said previously. Exactly. I said, get this vacuum and suck this thing up out of me, child. I don't want to do this. And I was, that was terrible. And then I was so sensitive. I was so sensitive to scent. Yeah. Oh my God. I actually was pregnant at one point in my life. Totally by accident too. Totally by accident too. And I was like, yep, get me the vacuum. Get me the vacuum now. Yeah, I did. Give me the vacuum now. That was my one and done. And that was when I was like, okay, let me get serious. Let me get serious. Yeah, it was with a long-term boyfriend and it was totally by accident. Totally by accident. In my ass, and you wanna know what's even funnier? Bitch, I took the plan B and it didn't work because it ended up happening when I ovulated. So imagine the shock I had, and I was like, "Whoa, my period is a week late." And I was like, "I'm pregnant." I was like, "Oh my God." Yeah, I took the damn plan B. So that's another thing too, y'all. If you were ovulating, if you were ovulating when it happened, the plan B ain't gonna save you. The plan B ain't gonna save you because the egg got fertilized already. So it's too late. Plan B ain't going to do nothing for you at that point once the egg was fertilized because you were ovulating. And that's exactly what happened to me. They say when women take the pill to get rid of it, they wanted to pass out. Yeah, I didn't do the pill. I don't recommend the pill to anybody. Go get the vacuum. Did you take it immediately the morning after? Yeah. Yep, I took it immediately the morning after. So essentially it happened like this. Essentially it happened like this. Okay, and I remember the day it happened. I literally remember the night it happened. So it was my long-term boyfriend and we went to this party for his work. We went to this party for his work. So we went to the party from his work and like at this time, my period's always been regular, but at this time, I wasn't really caring about like my ovulation or anything like that. I really didn't care. So we go to this dinner party and then we ended up sleeping with each other. And the thing about it is that it was like done purposefully because this was another thing too. So like this is the irony. This is the irony. So most of the time everything would be protected. But there would be a few times where if we didn't do it protected, I will let him shoot the club up. It happened like maybe, I think it happened a total of 3 times that we were together and we would literally plan it out. Okay. And he'd be like, we'll be like, okay, we'll get the plan B like the next morning or whatever. So that was the day that we planned it. Little did I know we were doing that the day that I freaking ovulated. And he very well could have been setting me up because he actually knew. I felt like he knew my cycle. So he probably set my ass up. Who knows? But anyway, long story short, that ended up happening. And then I was like, I'm not keeping this thing. And so then he paid for me to get rid of it. And we took care of that issue. He was like, it's whatever. it's whatever you want to do. Like, he wasn't weird about it, but he very well could have set me up, Lord knows. But um he very well could have set me up, honestly. Yeah, he very well could have. But that was one of the days, that was one of the, and it was a spur of the moment too. It was a spur of the moment thing. I don't want to say we planned it. It was just, in the heat of the moment, we'd have like a quick conversation and be like, oh yeah, like this is what we're gonna do or whatever. So I don't want to say plan because we didn't plan it. It wasn't like thought out. It was just the heat of the moment thing. And yeah, that was the day that I was ovulating. And then yeah, and then and then the next day, I think we did it again because at that point we were like, well, I mean, the club was shot up already. The club was shut up already. So what do we have to lose now? And so then I ended up taking the plan B, and then I was like, this is another thing that was real crazy is that out of all of the times, that I had a scare, this time I wasn't scared. This time I wasn't scared. This was the only time that I wasn't scared. So I was just dilly dallying because I wasn't scared. Because I would be scared even when I did take the plan B. I would be scared even when I did take the plan B. Hell, I get pregnancy scares even when I use a condom. Okay. Like, I scare so easily. So this was the one time that I was not scared. I was over here chilling. In my brain, there was no possibility that I was even pregnant. There was no possibility. So then, yeah, long story short, my period was a week late, and then I took a pregnancy test, and I was like, bruh, I'm pregnant. So then I called my boyfriend at the time, and I was like, yeah, I have a positive pregnancy test. And he was like, okay, wow. And then he was like, well, like, whatever it is that you want to do, like, we can do, like, just tell me whatever it is that you want to do. And I was like, I'm getting this thing out of here. Okay. Like, I'm eating this thing. I'm not keeping this damn thing. And, and then like another weird thing too, like, low key, I kind of feel like it was a setup to a certain extent. I do, because he was being like crazy, crazy nice to me. Not saying that like you shouldn't be nice to me because of what I was going through, but he was just really, really nice to me. And like, I remember one time he was like, I can't believe like you're not having my baby, because he knew what the plans were. We already had everything set in motion to get this situation rectified. But I remember one time he was like, you're gonna be having my baby or whatever. And I was like, what? Like, it was just super weird. It was super weird. The the Facebook group Divested Queens told me about this channel, and I'm glad they did. Now I have a channel to watch that keeps me focused and motivated. Thank you. Thank you. And shout out to the Facebook group Divested Queens. I'm not on Facebook, but shout out to them for recommending my channel. That's what's up. Low key. Low key. So after, in hindsight, I definitely feel like he was trying to trap me. Because another thing too is that, you want to know another reason why I feel like he was trying to trap me, is because that's when I started my new job, and baby, that job was paying good. That job was paying good, and I was going to be making more than him. I was going to be making more than him. I kid you not. I started that job. I fucking got pregnant within like a month of me starting that job. So yeah, I believe he was trying to set your girl up. I believe he was trying to sabotage me. He was like, I gotta slow you down, bitch. You're not about to be making more money than you're not about to be making more money than me. You're not about to be making more money than me. This is the reason why, like, with success and with you earning more money, I don't feel like it's safe to date. I don't feel like it's safe to date. To the ambitious women who are out here really trying to get their paper up, to the women out here who are really, really trying to be somebody, and you don't want to be average, you want to be a high earner, you want to be a business owner, you want to have multiple streams of income, you want to have a very comfortable six figures and then some. I don't recommend you to date. I don't recommend you to date or get married. Like, Ebony K. Williams, in my opinion, Ebony K. Williams is the blueprint. And you want to know what? So I think I want to talk about Todd and Candy, because y'all heard Candy's getting a divorce from Todd. But Ebony K. Williams was on Carlos's King. She was on Carlos King's podcast, and she said that what's going on between Todd and Candy is the exact reason why she did what she did when it came to having her child. She just did it through IVF, and she cut out the middleman. Like legit, she cut out the middleman because she did not want to have to sit here and have him try to do what he's trying to do, because essentially Candy's about her money. So she made sure that she had an ironclad prenup to where he couldn't get any money. But because he doesn't want to leave with anything, he's trying to sit here and pretty much gain custody of the children. So that way Candy will have to pay him out child support. And that's the reason why Ebony K. Williams said, nah, I'm going to have my child and I'm going to sign up to be a single mother, because she really, really wanted to be a mother. And she said, she said no. And she's a lawyer herself. She was a lawyer herself, and she is a lawyer herself. And so essentially she's just like, no, like I don't want to do that. I mean, the only details that I know is that Ty was trying to make it seem as if, oh, I only knew 4 hours before, and so that's the reason why I should be able to get money, because pretty much like trying to say that the prenup was sprung on him. But the episodes of Real Housewives of Atlanta proved that that was false. Ain't nobody spring a prenup on him. He knew about the prenup. He knew about the prenup well in advance of the marriage. Is just signing the prenup. Candy gave him the prenup to sign 4 hours before the wedding, but he knew about the prenup already. He already had known about it. It was just before he had to sign it. As long as it's not a Dusty you getting trapped by, you good. Honestly, as far as I'm concerned, every man is a Dusty. As far as I'm concerned, they're all a Dusty. Yeah, Ebony K. Williams did it the right way. Honestly, Ebony K. Listen, as a woman, no amount of money in the world, no amount of money in the world is going to protect you and give you peace when a man is still in your life. I want y'all to remember that. No amount of money in the world is going to protect your peace when you still have a man in your life. That's so important. That's so important for you to remember. So important for you to remember. Your peace is literally invaluable. Like it has no price on it. It has no price on it. So always remember that. And a lot of the time, if you're going to get a man, and if you're going to have a man in your life, your peace is going to go down. A lot of the time. Not all the time, but yeah. Unless he's close to dying. Unless he's close to dying, then, but even then you ain't got no peace. You over here trying to figure out his end of care plan, his end of life plan, then you got to get ready for the funeral and all that. So I mean, it won't be peace until he's dead. Women that are told to marry for money never understood that. It honestly, in this day and age, in my opinion, in this day and age, that information is getting very outdated. And as time goes on and on, that information is going to get more outdated. And the reason being is because women are outpacing men. If women continue to keep outpacing men, there are not going to be any men or enough men with money for you to want to be able to marry for money. That information is getting more and more outdated, and it's going to continue to keep getting more and more outdated because women are killing it. Women are buying homes, women are going to college, women are getting advanced degrees. that information isn't going to be able to work when women are becoming the rich men. That's why you got men. That's why you got men out here having their hand out. Well, what can you do for me? What can you do for me? You could work now. You could work now. So you should be able to contribute 50-50. You should be able to help around the house and do all this and do all that. Man, please. And this is the thing too, even when you have a good man, like this is another thing too. Even when you have a good man, it's not free. It's not free. Cause like I would say most of the men that I've been in a relationship with, most of them were good men. They didn't really cause a whole lot of drama. Financially, they had everything together. You know what I mean? They wasn't messy if they were cheating or anything like that. For most of my experience, I've had what you would say would quote unquote be quote unquote considered a good man. It's still draining. It's still draining at the end of the day. No man is ever going to be so good that it's not going to cost your energy. Point blank period. Point blank period. This is why you have women that are married and they'll tell you, they'll be like, my husband's good. Like he takes care of home, helps cook, clean, does the laundry. He's good. And they'll tell you with a straight face, I wouldn't do this shit again though. I wouldn't do this shit again. So that'll tell you what it is that tells you everything that has to be told. You don't have to be in a fucked up situation and like have a bad situation for you to also realize that you could have better than what it is that you have. And you understand that having better than the situation is just the piece that you get from being single. I started reading The Handmaid's Tale. I fear that's approaching. You want to know what? So you should read the Parable by Octavia Davis. Is it Davis? Read the Parable. Butler. 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 Read the Parable. Yeah, read the Parable by Octavia Butler. That's like another really good book that you could read if you were interested in the Handmaid's Tale. Yeah, Parable of the Sower. Yeah, you should read that book too. Learning from my mom, aunts, grandma's experiences. I'm not doing no marriage shit, girl. Most women say they want a good man until they get one, and then they say, "Oh, he's so boring." Yeah. I see you talking about making a video on avoided men. I promise I see it. I promise I see it. I don't know if I'll talk about it or when I'll talk about it. And I think that's like another thing too. With like quote unquote being boring. I think it has a lot to do with that Y chromosome. Honestly, I think it has a lot to do with that goddamn Y chromosome. That Y chromosome, like they've been, I don't know if any of y'all have seen this on TikTok, but they've been commenting. Um, hold on, let me see if I can find the exact picture. Yeah, this is it. This is it. This is the picture. Hold on. Yeah. I don't want no damn. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Oh my God, dude. A pop up. I said I didn't want no pop ups. Okay. So that's what you're working with. Look at that. Look at those compared. You have us. You have us over here, XX. And then you have this, XY. This is why the good men are so boring. Look at that. Look at how small it is in comparison. And look at all that empty space with the gray. All of that gray spot is just the lack of genetic material that they don't have. So all that, so it's already smaller. Okay, it's already smaller. This is what I have a joke. So you know when men are asking you what you bring to the table, it's four legs to a table. That's the reason why they're asking women, well, what do you bring to the table? Because they're missing a goddamn leg on they're missing a goddamn leg. They don't have an X chromosome to have the fourth leg of the table. So they gotta ask you what you bring to the table. Yeah, why is a mutated chrome? This is why good men are boring. This is 1000% why good men are boring. They don't have anything to work with. They don't have anything to work with. Um, all I did was go onto Google and I typed XXXY chromosome comparison. And then I went to images and clicked this image. But yeah, they've been using this picture on TikTok. They've been commenting this picture on TikTok in the comments because you know you could use picture, you could comment pictures now on TikTok. And so this is what they've been commenting. So I mean, honestly, if this doesn't put things into perspective for you, I don't know what will. I don't know what will. I feel like this is a this is a very good pictorial picture. This is a very good picture to give you on what you're dealing with. Yes, this is why they have to mirror your personality. This is why they have to have pickup artistry books. This is why they have to have their uncle or their grandfather, hopefully their father, if the father is around, teaching them how to play the game and manipulate and do all this stuff. It's because of this Y chromosome. It's because of this. I mean, look at this. Look at how pathetic this thing looks. This Y chromosome looks crazy pathetic, man. I mean, it looks absolutely pathetic. Like this is laughable. I mean, it really is just laughable how pathetic it looks. How can you take someone seriously and their genetic material looks like this? I remember when I was in school, oops, sorry. I remember when I was in elementary school and I knew something was wrong with the boys in school because just based off their handwriting. I knew something was wrong with them with their penmanship because when I was in elementary school, I actually got the penmanship award because my handwriting was really nice. I knew something was wrong with them because their handwriting was terrible. I knew right then and there. I was like, something's wrong with them. I was like, they can't be too bright. They're over here typing, they're over here writing in chicken scratch. Over here writing chicken scratch. At least the ancient Egyptians, they were using here hieroglyphs and everything like that. They knew that their handwriting and stuff was so messed up, they had to do it in a foreign language. Exactly. Girls go to college to get more knowledge, boys go to Jupiter to get more stupider. I swear. Yeah, and they say that the Y chromosome is going extinct because it doesn't have enough genetic material to keep changing. It just keeps mutating. It keeps mutating the same fucked up genetic material that it already has. The Y chromosome doesn't know how to have any genetic variation. And so it just keeps making copies of the same mutation over and over and over and over. And another thing too, what happens is that when men get older, as men get older, their testosterone decreases. Okay, men will sit here and be like, oh, well, we can still have babies though. We can still make you babies. Yeah. And guess what? As you get older, you're going to help make fucked up babies. You're going to help make fucked up babies because what happens is that as a man's testosterone decreases, he has more of the genetic mutation as he gets older. And what happens is that this is how you know men are not supposed to be living as long as they're living from an evolutionary biological standpoint. Men in their sperm, when they get older, the gene, it will mutate more, which is going to cause more anomalies in children. It's going to cause more defects and deficiencies in their offspring if they decide to have children as they get older. Did you know that their mutation in their genes, it will trump the healthy genetic material that they have? So did you know that the mutation works harder to keep making more mutations of itself? They call it a there's a word they have for it. Hold on. Selfish sperm. It says sperm genetic mutations are DNA changes in sperm cells, increasing with paternal age, raising offspring's risk for developmental issues or cancers driven by selfish sperm. This phenomena, where advantageous mutations thrive in sperm cells, while some mutations are random errors, recent studies show specific genes linked to diseases are favored, leading to more harmful mutations in older men. It says this is 3 to 5% by middle age versus 2% in 30s. So, quite literally, their body will prioritize the fact that they're making mutated genetic material to pass on to you. That's insanity. That's absolute insanity. She said, wait, then what's going to happen if they actually disappear? That's not going to happen for a million years. They literally have it predicted happening in the next million years. By that time, parthenogenesis is going to be in full effect. Women are going to be able to impregnate themselves and get themselves pregnant by then. Humans used to have to carve shit into a literal tablet. Exactly. And they're over here like, I told you guys this before, but I worked with one guy because in ultrasound, we have to do worksheets. So, like, we have to take the pictures and we have to document what it is that we seen. And so you have to write out what your findings were. And so there was this guy that I worked with, and he was doing his worksheets as like a PDF file on the computer. And so I asked him, I was like, why are you doing it that way? Like, how come you just aren't writing it? And he's like, oh, like the radiologist requested that I do my findings on the computer and type it out because they couldn't read my handwriting. And I was just like, I like men that have great handwriting. Like, honestly, I like men that have great handwriting. Like my dad's handwriting is super good. Like my dad's handwriting is good. I judge men based off of their handwriting, 1000%. When I see a man writing chicken scratch, I'm like, oh no. Oh no, that part of your brain is not working properly. Exactly. By that time, we will be stardust. Exactly. Exactly. By then, I would have reincarnated as a tree. Same, they actually had to put thought into it, not WID. Ugh, all that shorthand. I can't stand it. I can't stand it. WID, HBD. Like what? She said, oh my God, yes. Most men have bad handwriting and are ashamed. I think because that's a sign of them being dumb. It 1000% is. Handwriting has a lot to do with like the coordination and also the other side of your brain to tell the hand that you're writing with how to be able to write properly. I'm sorry, for me, it was always a sign of low intelligence when a man doesn't have good handwriting. I'm sorry. I don't have the prettiest handwriting. Some letters be bigger than the others. I bet you it's prettier than a man's. I bet you it's prettier than a man's. I bet you it's prettier than a man's. I'm sorry. The handwriting, the men, oh my God. If they can't write well, how can they protect you in the way they say they can't? Exactly. Writing is literally how you communicate to another person. It's literally how you communicate with another person. Like there was this true crime in the spelling. Child, listen. Ch- Listen, I know right away. I told you guys this before. I'll know right away if it's like a man cosplaying as a woman because the grammar and the spelling will just be so bad. It will just be bad. Like as a country, we're already having a problem with like spelling and grammar is kind of becoming an issue because like the literacy rate ain't looking so good here. I remember there was this true crime episode that I watched, and I'm sure I talked about this, okay? But essentially, this this guy was dating this underage girl that he met as a bouncer while she was a college student, and essentially he became obsessive and like stalkerish. He essentially was trying to like coerce her. She let him borrow her car. He was trying to coerce her to like get him to meet up with her to be able to retrieve the car, and she was like, "No, you need to drop off the car here." He dropped off the car here. He was trying to lure her. It didn't work. She reported it to the police officers. He knew that she reported to the police officers. This man tried to cosplay as the police by sending her a text message cosplaying as the police, and it had a ton of typos in it. I mean, a ton of typos in it. Like I'm sorry. Uh, like what? Did you were that enraged? You were that enraged, and you really wanted to accomplish whatever it is that you wanted to accomplish that bad that you didn't even want to do a quick spell check? Like, and I highly doubt that the police is going to text somebody. I mean, they're just terrible. They're just terrible uh in their mindset, especially when they have a high amount of emotion. Oh, it's over. It's a wrap. A man had to tell me how bad I am at grammar and spelling. I'm hollering. Doctors write and chicken scratch. Yeah. And GM, I can't stand it. Well, General Motors to you too, buddy. Either say good morning or don't say anything at all. I can't stand that GM. Like general manager. I ain't nobody's general manager. You texted the wrong person, buddy. Talking about some GM. Imagine the police texting, "We are coming to get you." Like these, like, oh my God. Oh my gosh. Too funny. I had a man admit on TikTok. So here's the thing. For the most part, I'm pretty good. For the most part, I'm pretty good at being able to feel behind the computer screen or behind my phone. I could tell when someone's there and they're not supposed to be there. So I would do these TikTok live streams, and there was like this fan page, like there was like this like Aaliyah fan page or some shit, and this guy was you would think Aaliyah fan page is going to be ran by a woman, but the way that he was messaging me, it was giving masculine. It was giving masculine, but he wasn't being he wasn't being a nuisance, and he wasn't getting on my nerves. And so something told me, I was like, you want to know what? Something's off about this account, but don't delete him yet. Like, don't delete this person yet. Like, let's just see. But I would always see this person engage on my live streams on TikTok. And I would always make a mental note of this person. Tell me why the person ended up saying, you know what? I'm going to admit I actually am a black man that's like behind this account. And at first I came in as like a hater, but like I actually really like your content, and like you actually have like a lot of charisma and yada yada yada. And I was like, I figured this was a goddamn man. Like you weren't messaging like a woman. Like you weren't writing things like you weren't writing like a goddamn woman. I figured it was a man. You said most fan pages for female artists are run by catty men. New I learned something new today. Like if they're bad at spelling, Why don't they just practice? Don't type GM, spell it out. Good morning. Men want to be us so desperately. I know, because we got that aura. We got that aura, and we're just full of we're just awesome. I want to be a woman in every lifetime. I want to be a woman in every lifetime. Okay. Like, I know. I know they're obsessed with us. And can I blame them? I can't really blame them. I mean, we're the shit. I'm not gonna lie, we're the shit. Like I just love when women they don't have to do anything. I literally just love when women like we're just so colorful and we have so much variety and like versatility and so much personality and um you know what I mean? Like we're just so in sync. And it's just I don't know. It's just a level of understanding. It's just a level of understanding that only women can understand amongst one another. Like I don't know if you guys remember. I don't know if you guys remember, but there was like this debacle and there were these two men on a podcast and this man was married. And so the man that was married was like, I got an argument I got an argument with my wife because I told her that I was going to go grocery shopping and she told me that kiwis are like 3 for $1 or something. And so I guess when he came back home from grocery shopping, she asked him like, "Where are the kiwis?" And he was like, "Well, you didn't tell me to get any kiwis. So that's the reason why I didn't get any." Like a lot of men don't understand context clues. They don't understand context clues or critically thinking. If someone told you that if they know you're going to the grocery store and they say limes are 3 for $1, obviously they most likely they want you to go to the grocery store and they want you to get some limes because the limes are on sale. Like I just kind of feel like woman to woman, I just kind of feel like that's a no-brainer. Like I kind of feel like if I was going to go to the grocery store and a woman said, "Hey, the limes are 3 for $1," I would go to the grocery store and get the limes. Like she mentioned that it was 3 for $1. Like it's valuable information because she mentioned it for a reason. Like men only tend to understand things in commands. Like you have to spell everything out for them. Yes, or at least ask, like, or not even ask yourself. Ask yourself, I wonder why my wife told me that the limes are 3 for $1. Like, you couldn't just pause. You couldn't just pause for 2 seconds and ask yourself, why did she tell me that? Like, she didn't just decide to tell you that limes were 3 for $1 just because she felt like it. Like, obviously, she told you that for a certain reason. Ooh, that's a good point. They don't understand context clues or sarcasm, but somehow interpret kindness as flirtation. Their tunnel mind is disturbing. 1000%. They're shitty at social cues. A lot of them are shitty at social cues, shitty at context clues. I can't get over this ring, y'all. It looks like I have a provider man with this ring, y'all. I'm finna, like I said, not too much on my forehead. My skin is peeling a little bit because it's a little bit dry. Y'all, y'all, I got a provider man, y'all. I married myself. I am the provider man. I'm finna be telling everybody. I'm gonna be like, yep, I'm married. I'm married to an entrepreneur. He owns $5 million in real estate and owns a business. Baby, I'm put up. I'm put up. I'm put away, okay? I'm finna have all these people mad at me over a fake provider that don't exist. Because I legit feel like I'm married to a provider with this ring on, y'all. Your skin looks pretty. Be careful, queen. You might manifest being married. I might. And yes, I work in imaging. I work in imaging. Yeah, girl. You got women out here being like, you got girls out here like, he won't get me a ring. He won't get me a ring. He won't propose. Girl, mine did. I got my, well, I'm not going to say I got my own ring, but they'll never know. See, that's one thing about me. That's one thing about me. If I was a woman and I wanted someone to marry me, bitch, I'll buy my own ring. I'll buy my own ring. I kind of feel like if you listen, if I kind of feel like this, if you're a woman and like, if I wanted a man and I kind of wanted to light the fire up under his ass to marry me, bitch, I'll buy my own ring. Why are you wearing that ring on your finger? Why are you wearing that ring on my finger? To let these people know I'm married. I had to do it myself. And guess what? I ain't gonna say that I'm married to you. I'm gonna say I'm married to somebody else. I'm married to myself now. I'm married to myself, bitch. I'm gonna come in the house one day. I'm gonna come in the house and I'm gonna have on a wedding gown. There was a woman that was trying on wedding dresses and she was single too, and she ended up married not too long after that. Child, I might be manifesting something. I'll let y'all know if I manifest a provider with this ring. Yep, I got my old provider. He's 90 years old. He didn't want his children in the will, so he married me. He hates his children, so he decided to put me in the mill or put me in the will. He's going to be dying soon. Exactly. That's why I said, you said what he going to provide chaos. That's why I made him 90 years old. I made him 90 years old on the brink of death, barely any family. Barely any family, real old, can barely see, can barely hear, can barely talk, can barely see the difference between $100 bill and a $50 bill. So he won't even realize he's giving me all this money. I'm the most toxic. I wear the one my side guy gave me in front of my main guy. He's so chill. He believed me when he said I ordered it myself. Oh my God, I love that. I love that. Exactly. Since we exactly. I might as well get specific. If I got the ring on, yep, he's got to be 90, on the brink of death, desperate to have his riches go to a beautiful woman, and his thing don't work. And he don't ever want to do it. And he don't ever want to spend time with me. He just needs to marry somebody before he passes so a beautiful woman can have his wealth. He don't want to talk. He don't want to talk to me. He don't want to spend time with me. And he can't get it up. Let me add that in there one more time. He can't get it up. Matter of fact, he ain't even got no legs. He ain't even got no legs. He can't even walk to me. Let me get highly specific. Oh, hell no. Nah. Nurse with a purse, hell no. Nah. You get that all the time in the medical field. Oh, you pretty. You got a man. I would marry you in a heartbeat. I'm sure you would marry me in a heartbeat, Mr. Richardson, who fucking has high blood pressure, uncontrolled diabetes, and an A1C through the fucking roof. I bet you would want to marry me. Like, hell no. Like, no, sir, I'm not finna nurse you. I'm not finna nurse you back into health so you can go get the energy and the health to go deal with another woman and start cheating, girl. She said, girl manifesting Lieutenant Dan. Girl, yes, CHF, COPD, vascular disease, all that. Girl, over here, over here with ulcers and what's the other one? What's the other one? Why can't I gangrene and gout? Exactly. Siphoning energy like a bunch of damn vampires. I know marriage scares me too. I don't want to give up my time. That's why I said if I got the ring on and it's gonna manifest me, he gotta be 90 in an old person's home. In an old person's home, all I gotta do is send the bill to the old person's home. He just gotta make sure them kids don't get that money, and he don't want nothing else to do with me. He just want to die knowing that a beautiful woman is gonna be well taken care of. That's his last purpose is making sure a beautiful woman is taken care of. And I'm gonna be at the grocery store and he gonna be with his caregiver and I'm gonna run into him with a caregiver and he gonna stop me with his caregiver and be like, stop. He's not even gonna even be able to say stop. He's gonna go, he won't even be able to talk. I'm like, sir, what are you saying? Sir, what are you saying? And the caregiver is gonna know exactly what he's saying because the person's been around him for a while. He says he wants to marry you, and then the caregiver is gonna whisper off to the side, he's wealthy. He's wealthy. He doesn't like his family. I'm gonna be like, all right, cool. Let's sort out these details. Let's get a lawyer in the house. Let's get all this stuff in writing. Or marry a man who needs a green card, get about 30K and never see him. Girl, the thing about the green card people is I guess if you marry them, their like attachment to you with citizenship lasts for like 10 years. So if you would be financially responsible for them for up to 10 years. That's like the only thing. I didn't know that. I didn't know that if someone marries you and they need a green card that you would be financially responsible for them. I need someone dying. Okay? I need someone very close to dying. Like a maximum of like 5 years, that's all I got in me. That's all I got in me. He needs to be on the brink of death. Honestly, he needs to be very close to dying. If the man of my dreams is close to dying, I'm sorry. That's the man that'll be for me. He's going to be very, very close to being in the grave. Yes, my mom was offered money and I told her, don't do that. You'll be financially responsible. Yeah, don't be. I'm telling y'all, them green cards and visas and people trying to offer you money to marry them, don't do it because you will be responsible financially for them. She said, man of dreams is a lifeless bag of cash. Girl, a skeleton holding $50 million. That's the man of my dreams, baby. Okay, that's the man of my dreams. Okay, right there. That's him right there. Looking good. Okay, looking good. Just my type. Just my type right there. That's all I need. Right there. That's exactly my type. Yeah, he fine. He fine. He fine. He chiseled, baby. He chiseled. He looking good. He is chiseled to the gods. Yes, that jawline, that sharp jawline. Yep. This the one. Yep. Yep. He don't speak. He don't walk. He girl, this is it. This is gonna be the man I manifest. He's definitely the one for sure. Exactly. No dingling. He's just happy to be there. He's just happy to be there. Bones and all. Bones and all. He's just happy to be there. Only has hands to hand you things. Exactly. Exactly. Does he have a brother? Okay, Crypt Keeper. Y'all are funny. Yeah. Y'all are funny. He mysterious too, y'all. He real mysterious. He real mysterious. He always keeps me guessing because I never know what he's thinking. I never know what he's thinking. He's very mysterious. He got all his teeth. Yep, he got all his teeth. He got all of his teeth. Don't know his race, but hear me out. Yeah, when I met him, I said, I don't see color. I told him, I said, I don't see color except green. Except green. He said, oh, I can handle that. Take some money. Take some money. Exactly. I like them slender, bony. I like them. This is what I mean with slim thick. You know how the men are like, I like them slim thick. This is what I mean slim thick. I want them slim in the body, thick in the pockets. Okay. I want them slim in the body, thick in the pockets, baby. Okay. And the best part about him, he don't require no medical care. No medical care. If one of his bones get to breaking, he said, don't even worry about it. He said, don't even worry about it. No medical care required. He said, I'm good to go. If you don't like bald men, put a wig on him, queen. I gotta dress him up a little bit. I do. I gotta dress him up a little bit. I'm starting to think he's getting cold. I'm gonna have to put a shirt and some pants on him because I know he's freezing. I know he is freezing being all skin and bones like that. Not even skin, just bones. So I gotta definitely get him clothed up. We gotta go shopping. We gotta go shopping because yeah, he needs some clothes and some shoes. And I probably need to get him some glasses too. As long as that hand keeps replenishing that money, as long as that hand keeps replenishing that money, he gonna be taken care of perfectly. He gonna be very well taken care of. Oh my god, I can't believe I found a picture that fast. I can't believe I found a picture that fast of a damn skeleton holding money. Like, that's hilarious. That is too funny. I thought I was gonna have to resort for it to be AI generated. Oh, you know what? Actually, look, here's our wedding pictures, y'all. I found our wedding pictures. Look, I found our wedding pictures. Look at us. Money bag. Look at that. Right? Don't we look so happy? Don't we look so happy in our wedding pictures, y'all? Right? We look good. Told y'all, them pockets is fat, baby. We went on a diet. We went on a diet, and we was committed, baby, to keeping them pockets fat. But hopefully, you're still alive in this scenario. That was after he paid for my Ozempic. This is me after I started taking Ozempic. So I know I look real slim. I know I look real thin. I went a little bit crazy on the Ozempic, but it's okay. We got that money though. We got that money though. Oh my god, I'm hollering. You said y'all trying to adopt. Yeah, girl. We always got room. We always got room in the mortuary. What beach was this? He got money. That Ozempic damn near got these people looking like skeletons. I mean, honestly, that Ozempic got these people looking like skeleton, but y'all already know I'm going on the shot. He looks on the down low. Girl, he is on the down low. 6 feet under down low. He down low 6 feet under. I am gonna go back on the shot, but I'm not gonna look crazy. Okay. I'm not gonna look crazy. I only want to lose like 10 pounds anyway. Nothing crazy. And I'm gonna stay on the lowest dose. But yeah, my skeleton, she might be talking about the down low guy. She might be talking about the Michigan coach because I know some of y'all come in the live stream late. Yeah, I was on the shot before. I was on the shot before, but I quit taking it because even when I was on a low dose, it really suppressed my appetite and I didn't like that. So I'm going to stay at 0.25. I'm going to stay at 0.25 when I go back on it. Down low having big bellies and thin arms and legs. But yeah, I just want to lose this last 10 pounds and I don't want to take forever. I don't want it to take forever. When I took it, I didn't really have any side effects, honestly. I didn't have any side effects. Um you're not going to look like a crazy person as long as you do what you're supposed to do. So, like, you do need to be resistance training if you decide to take it. That way, you can have your muscle mass. Excuse me. That way, you can have your muscle mass on you still. Please don't take the shot and just don't eat. Then you're gonna look like Kelly Osbourne if you do that. Please don't do that. You need to make sure that you're resistance training. Um, and then also, like, I really recommend for people to like stay on the lowest dose for as long as possible. You're gonna start having side effects if you dose up too soon. You dose up too quick too soon. That's when you start getting all those gastric problems. It is. That's when you start getting all those gastric problems. I think the only side effect that I can remember, I was a little bit sad. Like, I think I had a teeny tiny bit of depression like the first week or two. Um, Probably because it's a GLP-1 and it's gonna work on your pancreas and it's gonna delay your gastric emptying, which means that it's probably impacting your serotonin. The serotonin is made in your gut. And so that's probably the reason why I was a little bit depressed, because my serotonin was being impacted by my gut. Aside from that, honestly, I didn't have any side effect. Like, I had no gastrointestinal side effect. You know how you hear people about like vomiting and nausea? A lot of the time that's because the dose is just way too high. Way too high. Like, my grandmother's on Ozempic. She's on it for her diabetes. She's on it. The 0.25 is the lowest dose. That dose is halved for my grandmother. It's a tiny dose that even my grandmother is getting, because my grandmother's already super, super small and she was like losing weight rapidly just on the lowest dose. So I think a lot of the issues with the side effects is because people are just giving themselves way too much. It's way too much. I never heard of wormwood. Wormwood. But yeah, I didn't feel bad. Do you have to meet certain criteria prior to starting? Does your primary write the order? You can get it from your primary, but you can also look at clinics online. And a lot of the time, the clinics will have you do like a biometric test. So they'll send you to go to like get your labs done, and and see if you qualify, because you do have to qualify to be able to take it. Me, I just order the peptide. Okay. So I probably do it in like the worst way. I probably do it in the worst way possible, but the reason being is because I actually know my medical history and I know that I could take it. I work in the medical field and I know how to dose it myself. So I actually just order the peptide and then I just get the bacterial bacteriostatic water and I dose it and administer it myself. Oh my gosh, I'm on lithium seizure meds too, so I feel like I'm on automatic DQ. Oh my god, that's scary. That's scary. Why do they have you on that? Oh my god, lithium is scary. Queen about to glow up for 2026 on these men. Keep that ring on, girl. Girl, listen. Girl, this ring is staying on. Like, huh, don't be coming over here. These men are gonna look at this ring and be like, "Oh yeah, she's with a baller, shot caller." And this ring is just so cute. I feel like if I were to actually get married, this would be like the perfect ring for me. I got to get these nails manicured though. I did get some press-ons and I got some really, really short press-ons because y'all know that I haven't been getting my nails done because I've been really committed to pole dancing. So I got some really cute short press-on nails. Um, I haven't put them on yet, but they're super cute. They're like jelly French manicure, very, very short, because I do miss having my nails done. Not gonna lie, but I'm not going to a salon to get my nails done. I'm not going to a shop to get my nails done. The quality is getting worse and worse. Quality is getting worse with these nail techs. They're rushing through everything. Um, they're these To me, it's not worth it. Once I started getting to the point where I was dreading going to get my nails done, the only nail tech that I like is the nail tech that I have here in my hometown. That's the only nail tech that I like. It's just the one here that I have in my hometown because I'm visiting. Other than that, no. And y'all know I travel too much. Y'all already know I travel too much to be hopping from shop to shop to shop. But these techs are getting sloppy, and they want to charge you. They want to charge you an arm and a leg for sloppy work. Exactly, $50 for the most BS full set I set ever. I'm over this shit. Exactly. I wear a ring that can be seen as a wedding ring to repel adult males. Yes, girl. It's annoying having had my nails done since October, girl, and I feel so, especially with this ring, I really have to have my nails done. I can't have a rock on my finger and not have my nails done. It's mm-mm. I'm sorry when I see I remember Legally Blonde. I remember when Elle saw that Warner got married, or he was engaged to, I forgot the girl. I forgot the girl's name. And then I remember when Elle went to the nail salon to get her nails done, and she was talking about how she had seen the engagement ring, and she said, "Yeah, I seen that ring on her unmanicured finger." She said, "I seen the ring on her unmanicured finger," and I was like, yeah, it's something about a wedding ring and unmanicured nails that like at least paint them. We at least gotta paint them. Like I'm sorry, like a ring with bare nails to me, it just like I feel so basic. I do. I look like I cook and clean. Like this is what I think. Even if I had a rock on my finger and my nails are not done, it's giving that I cook and clean. Like when I have my hands like this, I look like I cook and clean and I do domestic work. If you have a ring on and your nails are done, I don't think you cook and clean. I don't think you're a domestic type of wife. That's how my brain registers. This is giving that I'm submissive and I cook and clean. I'm sorry. There's a married woman that's watching this and she's probably going to go buy some press-ons now. I do the same. LOL. Men be like, he's a lucky guy. And I'm gonna be like, yup. And then before I know, the AI getting good too. So that's another thing too. If these men are like, you're lying, let me see how he look, baby. This AI, we finna get scammed real good when we get older, baby. We finna be getting scammed real good because this AI is getting good, man. Before you know it, you could trick anybody with these AI photos. So if they're like, let me see how we look, I don't believe you. Baby, I got the AI picture already ready. You can't even tell it's AI. That's my man. Get off my back. Why does this make sense? I'm telling you, like, I'm sorry. When I see a woman with a wedding ring on and her nails are not done, it's giving Susie Homemaker. It's giving Susie Homemaker because in my head, I feel like you're Susie Homemaker if you're married and your nails aren't done because you don't have enough time to like go to a salon and like even get a gel manicure, or like your hands are constantly having to be in dishes or constantly having to deal with the kids and stuff like that. So like you don't have the time or energy to get your nails done. That's just that's just how my brain registers it. So I'm like, I got this rock on my finger. I got this rock on my finger that my provider gave me. Yeah, y'all, we got to get the nails on the finger. We got to get the nails on the finger. Nah, but that's correct. Right? Right. So I'm not tripping. I'm making sense, right? I'm for sure making sense. I thought so. Because I'm sorry, that's the first place that my brain goes. It's the first place that my brain goes. I hate seeing a woman with a nice ring and a rock on her finger and like her nails are not done. It's like, okay, you got a nice ring, but I could tell your labor. I could tell with your nails, the labor that you're putting in, you've already paid off that ring through your labor because your nails aren't done. I'm sorry. Totally, it's totally judgmental, but in my brain, I don't know. Like that's what I'm always thinking. Wait, I just got a wedding ring ad. Really? The ad people listening, they're like, yup. Yup, let's get these girls on the train for a wedding ring. Like, yep, y'all. He went to wait, let me he went to Jared's. Jared. Oh, my aunt was like that and unfortunately passed away due to stress of caring for everyone but herself. I'm so sorry to hear that. That's so unfortunate. That's terrible. That is awful. Girl, I've been watching your TikTok videos and you're on fire. Thank you, girl. It's the fur coat. It's the fur coat, y'all. That fur coat is giving me superpowers. Okay. That fur coat that I've been wearing in them TikTok videos, that fur coat is giving me fucking superpowers. I'm telling you, I'm a brand new woman when I put that fur coat on. Thank you. Yeah, it's now I do use a filter on TikTok. I love that soft glam filter. So obviously I look a little bit different on TikTok than I do on here because I do use a filter on there because I really do like that filter and it doesn't do too much. Like I don't go crazy and make my face look completely different. But baby, that fur coat. Matter of fact, let me get my fur coat. I'm about to go into character. Hold on. Yeah. Yeah. It's nice. It's a nice coat. It is. It's a nice coat. There was a girl today. I was at the mall and I was walking to my car. This woman was driving down the aisle. She stopped her car, got out of her car and said, "Bitch, I love your coat." She was like, "Bitch, I love your coat." I was like, "Thank you, girl. Thank you, girl." She said it's giving hustler. Bitch better have my money. Like that's how I feel. That's how I feel. And with the ring now too, ciao. Yes, I was gonna say Russian, bitch. I feel like a Russian. I feel like a Russian with this on because the Russians, the furs that the Russian women wear. Oh my god, I freaking yes. I love me some Russian women. I love me some Russian women. They know what the fuck they're doing. Every Russian woman that like I've ever met, they got a man with some money. They do. They got a man and some money. Oh my God, please pull up Willie Dynamite pic and look at his coat in the 70s. Okay. What am I gonna see? I'm afraid. I'm afraid. Hollering. Hollering. I'm like, I know this is a black exploitation. I know this is a black exploitation reference. My coat looks way better than his though. Yes, Daxton, we love this. Yes, I love my Russians, y'all. I love my Russians. I only know Russian curse words. I only know Russian curse words like suka blet. Yes, oh my God, on 90 Day Fiance. Oh yeah, she was not playing no games. She wasn't playing no games. She said it's giving J-Lo with her fur coat in the music vid Jenny from the Block. I think it's is it Jenny from the Block or is it All I Had? I think it's All I Had. Or maybe it is Jenny from the Block. You want to know what? It is Jenny from the Block, I think. Yeah, you're right. You want to know what they need to bring you want to know what they need to bring back? They need to bring back those Manolos. Those blonde Manolo Tims, they need to bring those back. They need to bring those back. Because I remember in Jenny and the Block, oh my God, I loved those Manolo Tims that she had. They need to bring those back. That's a code. Bitch better have my money. She said, oh baby, they better watch out. Yes. Yes. Yeah. I'm sorry, y'all. I love fur. I love fur. I have to stay warm. I do. I have to stay warm. And like, I'm a coat girl. Okay. I'm a coat girl. Um, yeah, I'm a coat girl. And so I really do like luxury, especially with like outerwear. This is a reason why I particularly do like the cold because I like boots. I like fur. I'm not really big on like summer weather. Not the whole time. Not the whole time. Yep, them Russian women be getting taught to be sugar babies. Hell yeah, they do. There are a decent amount of Russians in the pole dance community because like they kind of have like their own style of dance, Russian exotic. And so the instructor of this class that I went to, she was Russian. And so like we do icebreakers. And so her icebreaker was, what's your favorite dessert? And so, all us American women, because there was a Russian woman in the class and she only spoke Russian. So obviously the instructor, who's from Russia, was able to know what the Russian girl was saying. So like we're all going around talking about, oh yeah, I like chocolate chip cookies. Oh yeah, I like brownies. We're over here giving the regular ass answers of what our favorite dessert is. So the Russian woman answers and she answers in Russian, so we don't know what she said. And so the instructor translates. Y'all want to know what she said her favorite dessert was? Bitch. She said money. I started cracking up laughing. I was like, if this is not Russian, I don't know what is. She said her favorite dessert was money. I was like, Russian as hell. I was like, I started clapping. I was like, oh, hell yeah. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. She said money. She said, that's my favorite dessert, money. I said, you want to know what? I like her. I like her. She's talking my language. I like money too. That's going to be my new favorite dessert. That's definitely going to be my new favorite dessert, money, because yes. Yes, 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 yes. Mhm. Mhm. But y'all, I'm about to get off of here. Okay. I had so much fun with y'all. What's today? Friday. So I'll be back next week. I'm in the middle of some things. I am in the middle of some things. That's why I had to take a break. Um, yeah, I have things going on. So yeah. Okay, so I definitely will be back next week, but sorry for the break. I promise I'm going to be posting back regularly again on the Patreon. I'm so sorry. I feel so, so bad, but creatively, my brain has just been mush, honestly, with the Patreon. So, I hope y'all enjoyed this live stream. I had a great time with y'all, per usual. And I will talk to y'all next time. Bye.